Look at that. It's been raining heavily all morning, and as soon as I finish my lesson, the sun's come out. Typical.
So, despite this being the most important part, obviously the final test, I wasn't too worried about it. I'd passed the other two, so by the time you get to this stage, you should have a bit more confidence in your ability to pass this part as well. I even read that 70% of people don't pass the first time, so that gave me less pressure. I just saw it as an extra learning experience. If I needed to do it again, then I would do it again, and that's that. My advice to you is, don't overthink it, take your time, trust in yourself and listen to your instructor and you'll be fine.
My instructor was the same one from the course before, and she was very happy that I'd passed the course test. She explained the setup for this part, and this is where I guess that if you're doing this in a different Hagwon or a different city, it'll be slightly different for you. My task now was to drive around an already planned out course. There was course A, B, C and D. All the courses started and ended at the same point, but went in slightly different directions around the town, and as well as this, all the courses had U-turns to start from as standard. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the first day for me was a little surreal. I was nervous, but I got used to it quite quickly. Again, the best advice for you here is take it slowly. I realised that the cars were very much giving me space as they could see I was in a learner car. This course is obviously used daily for all the learners, and I think most of the other drivers on the road around the area were used to seeing slow learner drivers on the roads there.
So, just finished my first driving lesson. It's the first time I've been on the road in about 20 years. Last time was in the UK as well, so that was a bit different. It was pissing down with rain, which made it a bit harder as well, but it was interesting and it was fun. A few things I noticed though: very easy to go over the speed limit here. It's all 30 in these back roads, and I was going over that by mistake. The instructor was like, slow down, slow down. So yeah, that's something I need to be careful about.
Each lesson was just a practice test, and like the old course tests, each lesson my instructor told me if I passed or not and where I had lost my marks.
All in all, there are 6 hours of practice on road before you take the final on-road test. For me personally, that last day was an eye-opener. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. There was old ladies crossing the road really slowly in front of us. Kids running out chasing balls that I had to emergency brake. It was raining so heavily I had the wipers on and we still could barely see. There was buses changing lanes in front of us, not indicating. There was cement mixers stopped in the middle of the road that we had to weave around. And not to mention, a lot of the roads on our route were actually dug up with roadworks and we had to detour. At the end of it, even my instructor was so stressed out, she was muttering in Korean all the way back to the school. So that definitely helped me prepare for my final test.
So finally the test day arrived. I was nervous and I was not so confident of passing, but I'd made up my mind just to get on with it regardless of the outcome. When I got there, it turned out that both my instructors were Korean and nobody spoke English, so this is something I wasn't prepared for. I guess I should have expected it, but I'd gotten used to my teacher speaking a little English. Both instructors were older guys, and although quite nice, they were very gruff and very serious. We started in a room where I paid some money and I watched another safety video that had English subtitles this time, and it was just about how to be safe on the road and what to do if I got into an accident and where I would lose points, etc. I selected a course from the random selector on the tablet, and then I got into the car and we went to the start line. Needless to say, I passed. Yay! I got 81 of 100 points. I'm not sure where I lost the marks, but if it's anything like the UK test, then I think they mark you down for slight things to avoid people getting overconfident and getting full marks. I'm pretty sure I didn't do too badly though, and as the test went on I grew more and more confident and comfortable.
Well, that's that. I hope my experiences can give you some confidence and help you pass too. Mostly I feel it's just about taking the bull by the horns and listening to what the instructors tell you to do. The theory test, in my opinion, is the hardest part because that's where you actually have to do some individual study at home, but the rest of it is just about turning up, getting on with it, and listen to what they tell you to do, and you should be fine. Well, that's it guys. Best of luck to you wherever you do your test.